Business Advantage podcast. I am your host, Alyssa Avant, and today we are rounding out our series for February on the topic of AI. So last week we had a very special guest, Misty Phillip, who talked with us about AI and what it is doing to the marketplace and how we as Christians should use it. And so today I wanted to share with you, as a Christian business owner, some of the tools that I personally use that are considered AI tools and tell you a little bit about what they do and why I choose to use them. So I thought that's what we would do, and we will just hop right in and get started. I want to tell you about my three favorite AI tools. The very first tool is ChatGPT. Of course, ChatGPT is kind of what came out first back in 2023 when everyone started using AI. ChatGPT can do lots of things. You can program it basically to help you and be your assistant. You want to feed it information. It learns from you. So you want to feed it information about yourself, about your clients, if you're using it to work with clients. You want to feed it information about your voice and how you want things to sound as you use the tool. I use ChatGPT mainly for brainstorming and for outlining and also for some editing to help me edit things or to help me summarize. So each week, well, actually each month, I use it to help me to concise down what I'm wanting to do for my podcast and come up with some great episode titles. And then also, I will put each episode back into ChatGPT and ask it to create a short description so that I can use it for the podcast when I put it out on all the platforms. So those are some of the things that I use it for. I also use it to clean up my writing if I'm writing a blog post or a social media post. Any type of post that I write, I use it to clean it up and make it sound better. So ChatGPT is probably my favorite AI tool because I use it so often, but there are others as well. My second favorite tool is formerly called video.ai. It is now queso.ai. So if you are familiar with Mexican queso, just take the E out of that word and type QUSO.ai into your search engine or into your URL spot on your browser, and you will find queso.ai, which is one of my other favorite tools. And honestly, I'm not using queso.ai to its full capacity, but it is social media that AI that boosts your tool and boosts your performance. You create once and you publish anywhere, it will generate AI clips, blogs, short notes, caption templates, and schedule posts from your long form videos all in one place. And so basically what it does is it takes a long form video, so such as this podcast. This podcast will probably be 5 to 10 minutes, and it'll take that long form video and it'll turn it into short snippets that I can then use online to promote this podcast. So it will also transcribe my video if I would like for it to repurpose my content as a blog post, for example. And it will create the subtitles right there on the video. Another thing that will do that I have not used it for is it will create AI avatar videos. So it has 80 plus AI avatars, which means people that look real, and it will create videos using those people by you typing in what you want it to say. It also will customize your videos for you. It will remove all your filler words. If you do a lot of ums and uhs like I do, it automatically removes those, which for me is very helpful because, yes, we all stumble upon our words sometimes. You can put in a brand kit like your colors, your logo, and all of that, and it will use that in the content that it creates for you, which is very helpful to me. I actually use QUSO for myself as well as my clients, so I'm able to use it for both things. There is a free option, and then there are also paid options, whether you use it monthly or you pay annually. Obviously, you get a little bit of a discount if you pay annually rather than monthly. I currently pay $29 a month to use it, and that will allow me to create the long to short clips. It will allow me to use the captions, the AI video generator. It will allow me to export my files. It does not allow me to schedule to the different social media places because that is the next package up would allow me to do that. But instead of doing that, all I do is I download it to my computer, or I have my intern to do that, and then she goes and she schedules it everywhere over on all my social media platforms for me. So essentially, I can do everything I need to do with that particular package, the $29 a month package. So that's what I use right now. In the future, I may upgrade to one of the packages that allows me to schedule. And then my third tool that I want to talk about that I use also on the regular is vidIQ. So you would go to app.vidIQ.com to use this tool. This tool does some of the same things that Queso does, but this tool helps me to know what keywords, tags, titles, and keywords, tags, titles, and thumbnails to use for my YouTube videos. So I take my videos from recording my podcast and I upload those videos over onto YouTube so I can have a video podcast. That is something new for me. I started doing that in January of this year. And so I also invested in this tool, and luckily at the end of last year in December, I received a email that allowed me to get a discount on this tool, and I was able to get this tool for $8 and some change per month. And it allows me to know what tags to use on my videos on YouTube. It allows me to create thumbnails, and the thumbnails does use AI because sometimes my pictures, it changes my face a little bit and, optimizes that or whatever you might call it. It also it gives me title suggestions that are more SEO optimized for YouTube. And so it will also, if I upload my long form video, it very much like queso.ai will create clips for me. Sometimes I use both tools to create clips because why not? It will allow me to get more out of the work that I've done. So short videos like reels and shorts on YouTube are super popular, and they help me to get more traffic back to my YouTube channel or more traffic to my website. So why wouldn't I use it? Especially since I'm only paying $8.50 for it per month. And eventually, I might just use vidIQ rather than having Queso and vidIQ, but currently I'm using both because I use queso.ai for a client, and I cannot use vidIQ but with one YouTube channel. But I absolutely love all of these tools. They make my life easier and my work easier as a Christian business owner. And I believe that God gives us, like I started out in the very beginning sharing about AI weeks ago on the first episode of this series, God gives us the tools that we need to succeed. And just as Misty shared last week, in the hands of a good person, these tools can do great things, can do good things. In the hand of someone evil, they can be used for evil. So we just have to remember that, and we have to use them and steward the tools that God gives us. And so that is what I am hoping to do and what I set out to do when I use AI. So these are my favorite tools: ChatGPT, Queso.ai, and vidIQ. I hope you will check them out. They're all great tools to use. And the Queso and vidIQ, I do have affiliate links where you can possibly even get some savings there. So I will put those in the show notes. And I just thank you so much for being a listener of the Christian Business Advantage podcast.